and welcome. I'm the Angry Simmer, and today's a little different. So first of all, this isn't pre-recorded, or well, the Sims stuff isn't. What we're going to be doing today is I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite CC, and hopefully showcasing a little bit the awesome artists that are behind it. I really want to do a specific Peacemaker or Felix Andre CC showcase, so I am going to show you some of their stuff, but it's just my favorite pieces that I have of theirs versus everything that I have. So to start off, we're going to start with Yumia, I don't know exactly how to say that, but these awesome doors that I just found. I haven't actually used them in game yet, but they're just so much fun. And so let's see. No, does that one go there? No. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. So a little bit of a try. There we go. So you can see there's several different options down here for left, right. Yeah, that one has the no parking thing. So we'll do that. And then they come in just all kinds of fun colors. So I like the red and the white. The black with the gold trim looks really cool to me. But the brown, I mean, they're just all awesome options. And so each one of them has like different names. So this one says coffee shop, that one says Miss Dior. There's flowers, different flower boxes in them. A lot went into making these doors, so they make me really, really happy. And then in this particular creator, I use theirs a ton. I'm not gonna kill that name, so but I typically use them like this. I know a lot of people do, but they have, this looks really pretty and classy and white, but if you go to some of the other colors, it can look really industrial, really fun and playful. So I like how versatile this particular piece is. And then let's see, I actually really like this door from Cats and Dogs. I just think it's fun, but I just haven't found a place where I really want to use it yet. So as you can see, I have a ton of doors because, you know, it just makes a bigger impact on everything. These doors right here, I think, are incredible. I did those. Let's see. Did I do that one? No. Just crazy cool doors. Is that all of them? I think there's this. We'll move you down a little bit. I got that one. I think that's all of them. So it's these are called swag doors. Oh, they're the same person that did this door. Look at that. No, I'm just kidding. Teanmoon on Tumblr did these, but look how awesome these are. I like historical builds. I like things that are a little bit Parisian, a little bit well, I just like architecture in general, and these have some serious detail on them, so you can clearly tell I like alpha. But just look at all of that. Look at all the detail you get. It's incredible. And they really help make a build feel more what it is, you know, like these doors can help with federal style homes, with colonial things like that, you know, the door is very important on. And of course, Victorian's one of my favorite types of architecture. Did I show you this one? Yeah, it's okay, it's right there. Sorry, there's so many of them. We're gonna put those away for a second, and I'm gonna show you. So I use this door and this door, so we'll show you. That is by Mutske. I don't know. I'm just gonna hold it up there for a second so you guys can see the creator. But I use these two particular doors a lot in my building, and that one, I have so much of her CC, his, I'm not sure which, but incredible CC creator. And then, so I use those two a lot. Recently, I've been using these a lot. I think they're pretty cool, and they come in like funky fun colors too. If you noticed a theme here, I like playful colors in my building. It's probably because I love Victorian homes so much, so it bleeds through. And then of course these by Peacemaker are just super duper useful doors. They're just, they never aren't the right door to use in a house. You know, when I'm talking about, like, and Peacemaker gave you so many colors, so many options to use there. Great CC artist. Let's see, what else do I love? Another Peacemaker door. Okay, so this is by MINC, and it doesn't work. I want to use it so bad. So if MINC, if you're listening, please give me a patch, because these doors are incredible for, you know, real life, like, homes. And, like, these doors of yours work, and they're really cool. Really, really cool. But not the other ones that I want. So but I do really like these, and I think you guys have seen me use them quite a bit, as well as these. They just feel like real doors on homes, or at least from some of the nicer homes that I've been into. They're great stuff. And then cool stuff like this can go along with them in the builds, I think. That one is by MadHox. I don't know. Okay. Here's another one that I really like from that same creator that I just showed you. I like Alpha, where I think you guys can understand the summation of that. Oh, there's another one they did. I like this stuff. Let's see, going down here. Here's another. This thing is huge. You can clearly tell it's by the same person. But how cool is this to have this big of a piece to go on a house? This thing makes me think of if TaTschu used CC, she would totally put this on one of her builds, because she just builds those enormous things. Here's another piece of Peacemaker that I use all the time. It just opens up the rooms, makes more light in there. And then, of course, this one by Peacemaker. I have all 3 heights, and they really help me make a modern kind of tropical home really well, because you can see all the great colors again. This, by the way, makes me think of The Sims 3, where we got to make the hotels. I would love to have this piece in The Sims 3, but I've purged all of my Sims 3 CC. I haven't played the game in forever. But yeah, you know, maybe again someday. I don't know what the difference... Do you guys see a difference there? Because there's that, and there's that. I don't know. I don't know why there's 2 different swatches. Either way, great piece of CC. Cannot wait. Did you guys, by the way, see the quarterly teaser trailer for the new world that we're getting? Or I guess it'll be a world. It looks like vacations. It looks like a Mayan symbol on the little symbol for it. And it looks like we're going to get to go on adventures like we did in The Sims 3. So super excited about that. Can't wait. Oh, look, MINC. Another one of your doors that I adore that still work. And it goes with this. Yay. Sorry, I'm a spaz. Another Peacemaker that I love. Let's see. I don't use the garage doors as much as I wish or as much as I thought I did when I downloaded them. Or thought I would. There we go. Because they just, you know, with the floor elevation things and the foundations on, they don't go to the ground, so it annoys me. Here we go. The whole reason that I got Felix Andre's CC, that I signed up as a patron, was because of these beautiful doors. So gorgeous. Okay, we're going to come down here for a second. I think I have more room, so I'm going to do that. And this one, so you can kind of see all of them. And this is not by Felix Andre, but I feel like this piece goes really well with the Felix Andre stuff by that person. But yeah, I don't ever use this. It's just really cool, and I feel like it would, you know, there you go. Looks cool. I don't know if double doors will work on there, but just look at the beauty. Look at the effort that went into these. You know, the color palettes. I changed the door to this on one of my recent builds, and it looks so good. So good. You have no idea how awesome that looks. Ooh, that's kind of red. I like that. But it just makes the build so special to have something like this as a front door, because on large build houses, stuff like this really can happen. It can really be an awesome thing to have. While I've seen it, this goes with, I think it's from the same creator that did the, yeah. So BuffSum did these doors, and when I first got them, I used them all the time. And I ended up deleting these whenever I did my last CC purge, or my first one, technically. And then put them back in once I ended up needing them. So honorable mention, I guess. They do have a lot of really cool doors to do kind of an industrial loft sort of situation. I just wish we could actually change the doors on the apartments. So yeah, so we have my favorites. So we'll clear off this and we'll do some windows. I'm going to use these doors in something. I haven't used them yet, like I said. Let's see here. I also feel terrible because I've got a vampire sim right now and she's just cooking, but it's paused, so she's fine. These are a window that I haven't used yet, but you guys have, I'm sure, seen builds of mine before that use stuff like this, so no worries. They will happen at some point. Just look how cool these are, though. Like, this is awesome. Yeah, this. So I use this that goes with the white door that I showed you before so often. So these will probably come into rotation just because they look so cool. And they are by MINC as well. So get back to work. Let me have those doors working. I actually found these windows because I was looking for that door to work. So yeah, I'm gonna leave those for a second. This goes with that archway that I showed you. It's such a cool piece. I had to have it. Some of you might know this, some of you might not, but I love Renaissance era history. I love history revolving around Mary Queen of Scots, or Elizabeth I of England, or Catherine de Medici. I was actually just watching a documentary on YouTube by the BBC about Queen Elizabeth I. I think they're just super interesting women, and so I was making Mary Queen of Scots on here before. That was actually intended to be like one of my first videos, but the CC broke, so can't use it anymore. But yeah, I had prepared for making an incredible castle and then realized that castles are hard to build. So yeah, anyways, I've got a lot of Peacemaker stuff, so like I said, I will be doing probably a Peacemaker showcase. I like the bigger version of these by Peacemaker. The small ones I just never have any call for. And then I thought I'd use this piece by Mutske. Yeah, you know who that is. Anyways, I thought I'd use it more often, but I haven't been doing anything that's kind of office-y to use it. So this, though, and everything that goes with it, I use so often, like unbelievably often. They're great pieces for making it seem like a normal house that you'd see every day, because there's every once in a while, at least where I live, there's a lot of these windows to add like a little punch of something to homes that aren't super exciting. So move that over there. They made windows. I didn't even realize I downloaded Windows with it. Look at that. How awesome. I'm gonna put a little flower box underneath that. Let's look at some colors. So this is clearly not one of my favorites. It's a new piece of CC that is quickly becoming a favorite, and I will find a way to use it. It's so incredible. I love it. I love it. Let's see what else here. What else? This by OnyxSims is so much fun. I love the tallest version of it because it made this really cool sunroom in one of my builds. Love it. This is the Peacemaker one that I use typically. And this is by TD. No idea who that is, but look how cool. Look how cool. Let's zoom in. Look at the work that went into that. Like, all of this. Incredible. I've yet to use these windows that go with those doors that I've been using so much. Don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, this happens a lot, and it's pretty awesome. Wish I used these more these days. It kind of reminds me of sort of Tudor style stuff. Let's see. Yeah, that would be a really cool Tudor window. I'm gonna have to go over to the island and build something with that. This the same way. I used that so much when I first got it, and now it's kind of like, I need to use that more often. Let's see. This thing is so cool. I love it. I wish we could do windows like this, though. Like, that's insane. Does somebody have a patch or something where I can do that? Help. Let's see. This is what I use all the time. Thank you, Peacemaker. These are awesome. So let's put this down here. What did I do? I don't know what I just hit, but you can see, like, that's a 2-part. That's 1. It works out so great. Great pieces. This thing, this whole collection over here is just everything. Let's see. So I love this so much, but it's actually just a recolor that Peacemaker did of a base, not a base game, but a piece from Get to Work. So, see, that's the Get to Work version. That's Peacemaker's version. So smart. I wish I could use this more often. I have no call for it. It's just gorgeous, though. I did put it in the Santa Claus build, so if you want to see this in action looking awesome, go check out my Santa Claus's build. Does this work? Yes, that works! So it kind of looks like a sliding door. I can pretend for a while. By Buff Sims and not MINC, huh? How pretty. I'm trying to see. I haven't used this one in forever, but I do think it's gorgeous. That one is by... Yep. And I have yet to use this. I can't find a reason or a build to use it with. So if you guys have any ideas on that to help me out, let me know, because it's a really cool window. It really is. So let's move on over here. Let's see about some pieces of color and things like that. First and foremost, my own piece of CC here. This is just the simple slats from the Spa Day expansion, and then the crown and base molding from just a base game paint sample. But I just really wanted it to feel kind of special. So if we go here, everything goes funky, but the slats look a lot better in that size, so yep. I love that one. This is one of my new favorite pieces to use. Something about it is super cool to me. I don't know if it's because it's got the brown base molding and crown molding or what it is, but it just feels so me. I love it. I don't know what to do other to say about it, but it's incredible. This is broken. This does not show up as this. It shows up as just plain colors from the palette, so that's an issue. This is one of my favorites. I wish that I could use all the time. It's so gorgeous, and I had Anne say something about it that she wanted to see it more, and I'm going to find a way. I think I'll use these two behind a fireplace at some point in a build, or maybe this in a kitchen, but just look at that. I love marble, though, so that's probably my issue on that one. What else do we got? This is pretty cool. So this one, that's the creator there for you for a few seconds. Really cool. Just really cool stuff that they put in. I think it'll be very useful in the new world pack. So, oh, I forgot to show you guys who was the creator of this one. So there we go. BeverlyHillsSims, of course. So gorgeous. I need to go check out more of your stuff. And then, of course, Peacemaker. How can you not love Peacemaker's gorgeous color palettes that he puts on everything? This is my favorite siding to put on anything, because look at that pop. Look at that. That's incredible. Let's see. Let's see what else I have that's really cool. Oh, I can show you. Where'd it go? What'd I do with it? I made, oh, there it is. Duh, I'm stupid, I'm blind. I made that as well. I think it looks pretty cool. I think you can tell that I'm an 85-year-old at heart by the things that I chose to make. Hey, you know, to each their own. Another, okay, we're gonna do a Peacemaker CC just show off in a little bit, because we, you know, can't do anything else because everything that I have is Peacemaker and I love all of it. So now this one is not Peacemaker. OBGS tiles. They're just super. They're actually what gave me the idea to do this one because they have a lot of really cool textures like this, but nothing that came in with this diamond print. So I wanted to do that. And ooh, MadHox. There we go. These are pretty cool. And I like that there's white grout, black grout, and then they did the trim with them as well with white and black molding. Okay, Maxis, please let us do that because it's so crazy to have to come back over here. I do like using this one a lot, or this for kitchens. It just feels awesome because you guys know I love subway tile, clearly. Anyway, so that's some of my favorites on the paints. And then of course, if we're being honest, one of my favorite paint colors that I use all the time is, well, not that one, but this whole palette by whoever the simmer is here. Use that a lot. And then this business by Peacemaker, incredible. But anything really that's gray, you guys know who you're working with. Grays and subway tile. That's what you get from me. Sorry. I will have to say though, my favorite flooring, I do like this one from Peacemaker, but he does put the shine in it a lot of the time, or a lot of his CC has the Maxis shine. But Pralinesims, look at the gloriousness that is Pralinesims. Just love your stuff. These are two of my favorite floorings. The detail, the realism. This is more Maxis matchy, but it still has like the dents, and just love it. And then of course these are really cool tiles here. Dang it, Maxis. Let's see. Let me find. Okay, so this is definitely my favorite pattern. That one and that one. And they're by Novvvas. Love all of that stuff. Have a huge file of Novvvas stuff. Just looks really cool. This helps me a lot with my Chip and Joanna stuff, Fixer Upper, because they use really cool tiles like this. Yes, I'm aware that there are tiles in the wood pattern. I can't help it. I do use this particular tile a lot, although not that color. It's usually, for being honest, this one. Probably because tile in my house looks just like this. I don't have travertine. I have the cheap knockoff stuff, the like super duper cheap stuff, but this is really cool to me. And then I had a big kick on anything chevron, made me happy. And I still love that pattern. I still love bricks in that pattern, but for some reason this didn't do it for me as much as I thought it would, this particular tile. So, still really good work by the creator. I mean, just amazing work. But the palette just wasn't what I thought it would be, you know. So, that one's pretty cool. But I just don't use these super alpha things as much as I would want to. And they just don't work for the aesthetic that I'm going for. I guess what I usually go for is sort of a mix between alpha and Maxis match, like close enough where it goes with, because everybody I know that doesn't like alpha typically says, oh, it doesn't look right in the game. It doesn't look right together. And I feel like this stuff looks just fine. And these look just fine in game. But stuff like this I do see where alpha may be taking it a little too far. But hey, we're humans, right? We like different things that, you know. So now these are super alpha tiles. But so pretty. These are just like literally, oh, that's not right. These are literally just pictures of tiles slapped onto the tile here, and I'm fine with it because it's just super cool. And so I'm sure you can guess this one right here is why I chose this particular tile to download. You know, we all have our weaknesses. Mine happens to be chevron. So let's see. I know there's like a crazy purple one in here somewhere. That one's cool. I keep going and hitting the same ones. That one's cool. That one's nifty. It's in here. It really is. That's crazy though, watching it lift up like that. It's a weird thing. Okay, so I can't find it for some reason, but it's in there. These are straight up alpha stuff, I realize that. But this one blends in a little bit better. This one, I feel like, just is too wide of planks. Like, I've made some CC on my own, other than this guy and this guy, and these still, like, there's an issue with it, I feel like, because the slats are just too thin, because I just did it wrong in paint, so, or not paint, because I used Photoshop. There we go. I used a trial of Photoshop to make that, so, you know. Okay, so let's be honest here. My favorite counters are the Baltimore kitchen by, however that creator intended your name to be read. I will say, they do have an ad on theirs, and my computer just won't let me turn off ad blocker for their site for some reason. I'm guessing my computer knows better than me, so I had to go to the source page to find the download link, and apparently a lot of people have been having that problem where they just can't turn off ad blocker to get to the download link. So to update that, I did kind of have to go around the system, and I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could. Peacemaker. Other favorite cabinet. If you're noticing, I like blue. I also really like the white countertops too, but by far, those are probably my favorite countertops. And then these by Sanoysims. Just love them. And these are really useful because they've got this half tile. So you can do that, and you can use some of the kitchen stuff that is harder to use, you know, that wants to place between the tiles instead of on top of it. Or the double oven ones, like, where's my favorite? This guy is my favorite piece. And so you can use it, so you've got this one that's on the proper side, and then this, and it takes up that full two pieces instead of having weird gaps. So I think that's awesome. So that is definitely my favorite CC range, and then my other favorite piece of CC in the kitchen is definitely, if I can find it. I do love these vent hoods by Peacemaker. They really are cool. But there is, don't hide from me. There it is. So this one, the Krypton stove hood by Wondymoon. You can find them on the Sims resource. This thing is just so cool. So different color swatches. This goes with those flooring tiles, so whenever I'm feeling real fancy, this happens. Yeah, doesn't that look awesome? Just beautiful. Perfection. We're gonna leave that there because that's greatness. Oddly enough, I do have a favorite refrigerator, or two of them actually. I love this one if I'm being playful, and this one whenever I want something that's, you know, in between Maxis and Alpha. It looks like my personal refrigerator that I've had before, but it still looks like it matches in the game, and it comes in black and white, and they did that kind of softer tone to it instead of doing something. Actually, that matches pretty well, but instead of doing something like this one with a high shine that just doesn't feel like it belongs in the game. And of course, Smeg. I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but there is a TV show called Red Dwarf, and I've loved it for forever. And it's a British TV show on the network Dave. It used to be on BBC, but they call their curse word on there, and it's not a real word, is smeg or smeghead, or I smegged up, and I just love it. So I think from now on, if I want to start cussing on stuff, I'm gonna just say smeg. So just so you guys are aware. And then I do have a few favorite showers. So the first one by MarcusSims91. Second one is Peacemaker, of course. And then the bigger Peacemaker shower. And then this one I use a lot too, by, there you go, that person right there. This one's really cool. I want to use this one a lot more. I just haven't found the space for it. And then this one I'm sure you guys would recognize from some of my earlier builds. It's so cool. And it has that same pattern that I clearly like. So, and it's by, where are you at, friend? There you go. It's by that creator. Oh, Wondymoon. Yeah, same person that did the other stuff with that pattern. Surprise, surprise. I have a new favorite bathtub that I want to share with the world. By Sanoysims. That one has replaced my old favorite here. And also my 2 honorary mentions by Peacemaker. Just great bathtubs in general. This one only really fits in builds that either they're really large builds that I've done or builds that I am redecorating by Pixel Playground. So Pixel Playground is one of my favorite builders to look their stuff up, download their stuff, use all of their stuff, and this bathtub just looks incredible in their builds. So they have Brentwood Estates, and then they've got this penthouse, park house build sort of situation. Look at the blue. Look how fun that is. Love it. I cannot think of what it's called, but just go to Pixel Playground on the exchange. There we go. And you'll be able to find, I also like this one a lot. You'll be able to find their stuff. Magnolia Promenade townhomes. That's what they are. There we go. Finally got it out of me. But yeah, Magnolia Promenade, either townhomes or something of that nature, but there's 3 buildings in one, and it's really cool. Bedroom, I do have a favorite bed frame and bed. I won't show you any of the dressers because they're broken right now. I haven't updated those yet. Let's see, where are you? This one, I forgot I got this one. It's cute. So this, by Peacemaker again, is just an awesome option. Just fits really well in the new stuff pack that we got, or the new world that we got. I love the Northeast, so another Peacemaker. It's nice and lush and pretty. But as you can tell, this one is by BSSims or something Sims. Let's see. B-5studio.com is where you can find these. But just a really pretty wood tone to it. Feels kind of coastal. Really, this one feels kind of woodsy. This one feels kind of country. It makes for a fun imagination, which I have. So, and then by OM, I really like this one too. It's a nifty, pretty bed, and it looks like a high-end piece of furniture. That there is some issue right there, but it might be shadowing from sitting next to these things. Let me see. No, I don't ever use it in white, though. It's always black for some reason, even though I love white bed frames, as you can tell. But it's just really cool to me. So there's that. And then of course I'm going to do my favorite fireplace. Everything else is kind of, it goes with the style of stuff. But it actually might be kind of surprising which one's my favorite fireplace, because it's not Peacemaker. So there you go. I wish that it came in a taller version, so I didn't have to use short walls with it, because I like that it goes all the way up to the ceiling, but you can actually put a TV over that mirror and it looks really high-end and pretty, so that's what I like about it. And then, but I do love this one as well. I just don't use it as much. And then of course I do use this one by this same creator, and then this Peacemaker one all the time. So these are the 2 that I use the most. This is just my favorite one because of the way it looks. They put the wall in there, so the chimney breast, they put the mirror. There's so much detail that went into it, and I really love it. And then I wish I could use this one more often. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, Paul Living Fireplace by Angela. Really, on the Sims Resource. Really cool. Really awesome. And it hasn't been broken since 2016, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah. And then it's got this cool detail if you wanted to have it outside. I really like it. Alright, so everything else is pretty much just clutter and it's hard to get through. But these are my favorite things in The Sims. So thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me for a little bit. If you'd like to see these items and builds, hit the subscribe button so that you can be notified whenever I build something with these particular items, because you're more than likely going to see them in my builds from here on out and from any of the ones before, so go check those out as well. And thank you guys so much for watching. Hit the like button so I know you liked it, and I'll talk to you guys later.